Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Trailmakers, and today we're heading back into the workshop to look at some amazing creations that the community has made recently, and we're starting off with this awesome-looking car with functional doors as well. As you can see, we can open up the doors on either side. So this is a BMW M4 with working doors by Tades Schnitzel. So as far as I can tell, it looks like a BMW to me, and as far as I can tell, the doors do in fact work. So as far as I can tell, it is an accurate title to what this creation actually is. Let's drive it around and see how it handles. All right, so we got some, this is interesting because we have big wheels, and big wheels generally make your creation a lot slower and chunkier, but this thing has it's a nice cruising speed. You may not want to take this thing to any street races, but it's a decent cruising speed. But wait a minute, we got some other buttons. We have shift. Oh, look at that. We got some nitrous as well, and that's actually perfect how it, the exhaust comes out in the back like that. It looks really realistic. Doesn't have the biggest effect. Let's see actually what is the effect that we have here. All right, so without nitrous, I'm at 146, and then with nitrous, oh yeah, 149. 3 km/h difference. Oh, I just look at the seats. Really, really great on the exterior. The interior, however, but you know, let's just not worry about the interior. If I was a salesman here, I'd be like, no, you gotta buy this car based off of the exterior only. Let's not open the doors and do it. Why did you put opening doors on this thing without an interior? Oh no, what happened to our wheel? Oh, interesting. There is not normal suspension on this. If you look here, we actually have steering hinge suspension. The strength is on 100, but I haven't seen that on a car like this before. I don't know how effective that is compared to like normal suspension. It really doesn't seem like suspension's all that important for this. I don't know if it's actually working very well or at all. It might just give just enough give to have a positive effect, but not really be that noticeable. Oh, and there you go. Hey, we still kept 3 of our wheels. We can still go. And okay, we're crashing. Oh, and really good job using like, the wing pieces to add that slight curve to the roof there. That looks really good. Well, it's definitely way better looking than the cars that I make. All right, so let's leave this here. We'll try to maybe destroy it with something else, but I don't actually know if I have anything destruction-based today. Here, I don't know. I don't know what this is. This is called The Frankenstein by Mr. Bigglesworth. He says it doesn't need much explaining, and it looks like an absolute mess. And it looks amazing at the same time. So let's spawn this in and see what it's all about. This is gonna be like the definition of push buttons and see what happens right here. Considering the name is Frankenstein, I'm going to assume that this is a combination of different vehicles. Let's see if we can figure out what we got here. I wonder, I don't know if these are vehicles that were taken just from the workshop and put together, or if Mr. Bigglesworth built all the different parts of this. But it looks like on the side, on the sides, it looks like these could be pod racer engines, like on the left and right here. And then there's a part of a hovercraft in the front. There's hover pads in the front here. I don't know what that's about. It looks like we got a helicopter in the middle. The rear of a plane back here. There's wheels everywhere though. Like, I don't know. It's definitely a Frankenstein. It's hard to identify the individual pieces. Oh my god, is this thing supposed to fly? What is this even supposed to do? All right, left control. Oh no. It doesn't even spin enough to pull us up. Is that that looks like a farm bot head from ScrapMan? That's interesting. I don't know what that's supposed to be. All right, let's just drive it and see what does space do? Oh, the other thrusters. Okay, we have like just multiple sets of... Whoa! Look at the suspension on the side pieces. What? This is the strangest vehicle. All right, I'm gonna try to take off here. Wait a minute. The controls are not... The pitch up control is also the air brake control on the pod racer engines. None of this is right. This isn't I guess it's a Frankenstein. This is an abomination. This is pretty much an actual abomination of a vehicle. All right, we need to get some air. That's what needs to happen. All right, we're not getting air very well, are we? No, all right, you know, I know how to get some air. The best way to get some air is clearly, oh boy. clearly a catapult is gonna be our best bet to get some air. This thing is breaking my brain here. I don't understand. I do not understand the intent behind this. All right, here we go. Fly! Hey, it's actually kind of working now. The only problem is pitching up also slows down, which isn't good. But we're in the air, we're flying. That was actually successful. This feels nice now. This suddenly actually feels nice. I mean, I bet I can even go through Hoop of Fire. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. See, look, no problem. No problem. Look at how many wheels we have. What's that, 6, 7, 8, and 10 wheels? And there's even more hover pads that I didn't notice before. All right, let's come in for a nice landing. You ready for this? Nice, smooth landing. Okay, we lost a couple pieces, but you know, that's par for the course. Let's see how it does on water. We do have hover pads after all. All right, that's not helping. There we go. Look at that. Hey, this would actually work on water if I had room to turn. Physics, no work. Good. All right, moving on. And speaking of Frankenstein, we got another Frankenstein build here. This is the Franken Jet, and this thing just looks weird, but I like, this is by Toro, and I like the concept. It's an asymmetrical jet. It has no symmetry, it flies well, and has a complexity of 350 or more. So that's an interesting challenge that they did. Maybe, should I take on this challenge? What do you guys think? Asymmetrical jet that flies well? Let me know down in the comments below, and I'll take on this challenge myself and see what I can come up with. That's an interesting concept, though, having an asymmetrical jet that will fly stable. So let's see how stable this thing actually flies. Looks like this thing is filled with cannons up here. This is such a weird, it's so weird to think about asymmetry. What is that? How does this thing, oh, okay, there's wings inside. There's wheels. This is such a weird vehicle. All right, I do have concerns. I do have concerns about how this thing is supposed to work, but let's see what happens. Oh my goodness. Okay, look at that. Look at that. All right, so the interesting thing is the roll seems to be entirely controlled from this over here. It doesn't seem like there's any roll controls applying on this side unless it's super subtle. Pitch is a joint effort. You can see obviously on the left side, you got the pitch with the whole entire tail goes up and down, which is interesting because you also have the vertical stabilizer going up and down. And over here, you can see the rockets on the front provide an opposing pitch to kind of help bring the nose down on the right side, but it's definitely, it's not the smoothest. It's an asymmetrical pitch. Like it tilts me. I get a little bit of roll from my pitching. And now I'm assuming E is going to be the weapons. Here we go. I'm probably gonna blow myself up. Oh, whoa! Whoa, that was so cool. Did you see the shapes that made? Look at this. How does that work? Is that just a coincidence that that happens? It goes square. Oh, what? It goes square, tic-tac-toe, plus sign, tic-tac-toe, square. That is such a cool effect. That is awesome. I love that. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. It doesn't look like he designed this to do that. It just does it for some reason. Uh-oh. Ugh. That's what they do. That is super cool. That's my favorite part about this. I never expected to see that. All right, well, good job on that, Toro. I think you may have inspired me to try to take on your challenge here. All right, up next, we have a pretty interesting build here. This is called Whale by Not a Penguin. These names actually, they go together really, really well. It's a whale so that you can go swimming with the whales. I don't think there are whales on this map, but I think this is a build that is based on the whales from the sandbox map. Now, what attracted me about this is the simplicity of it. It's just the frame. It's just the profile of the whale, and it works really well. Like, if this was just a silhouette, I mean, obviously the middle would be, you could see through the middle, but say you blocked out the middle anyway, it would look really, really accurate. I mean, the shape of it is accurate. It's hollow. It's a hollow whale. You thought Halloween was coming up? Nope, sorry. It's just hollow whale. It actually has some interesting looking roll controls. Look at that. That looks really satisfying. This feels very peaceful. I feel like this is a whale having a nice, relaxing cruise, a nice, relaxing swim into the water. Okay, let's see what happens if we breach. It definitely feel like a whale. Yep. Feel a little bit heavy. I like that the diving bell on the front, it kind of looks like an eye. I don't know if that was intended or not, but it's pretty cool. I like this build. Yeah, let's see what happens if we just go head first into the ground. We got a big chunky head. Let's see what happens. We're not going very fast, I guess. All right, up next, we're looking at Phoenix by Fliesel. Flies majestically. Let's see how majestic this thing flies. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at the lights for the eyes. That's pretty cool. Oh, I love that tail. This tail looks awesome. All right, well, let's see how well it flies then. I think we do E to start the flapping motion. Oh yeah, there we go. This is not an ornithopter. There are thrusters and gimbals that you can see that actually help with the fly. Oh, there's thrusters in the wingtips as well. That's interesting. But yeah, you can definitely see that this is, well, let's turn the thrusters off and let's see how well it flies without thrusts. I just need to turn around first. Yeah, so the whole body pitches up and down, and then when we go left and right for a roll, you can see his head also looks left and right, which is pretty cool. All right, and I turn off the thrust, and now we're just gliding. Well, we're not gliding, we're flapping. But yeah, all right, so I think the thrust is a necessity. Definitely not ornithopter, definitely not ornithopter. But regardless of how it actually gets its thrust, this thing is a stable and majestic flyer. The wing design is really cool. The tail design, I think, is my favorite. That tail looks awesome from this point of view. That is really cool. All right, so the question is, though, can I land it without breaking myself easily? Okay, all right, let's not, oh, there we go. Oh, look at that. We're soaring now. Now we're soaring, and then we can flap again. And then we're soaring. And gentle. I think we did it. That didn't sound like a smooth landing, but I don't think we lost any pieces, so that qualifies for me. Okay, up next, we have egg-laying super jump Yoshi final probably by Tiny Giant. He thinks he finally made a good Yoshi here, so let's see how good Yoshi actually is. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy, look at that face. That's a face. Oh boy. All right, let's see here. Oh, it walks. This is not the Yoshi I remember. I feel like my childhood is getting ruined. Okay, stand up, please. I'm not walking anymore. Stop. No, I'm not pressing. All right, stop. Okay, there we go. There we go. Hello, Yoshi. How are you feeling today? Have you been eating your vegetables? It certainly looks like you have. All right, let's push buttons and see what happens. What's space gonna do? Oh, that's cool. All right, so we got the mlem. What about left control? Oh! Yoshi, is that what you're supposed to do? Is that your super jump? Is this the Yoshi super jump ability? Okay. All right, I'll accept that. What about egg laying? You're supposed to lay an egg? Okay, you can put your tail down. All right. Tail down and up. That's really weird controls. T and P, they're so far away. Why would they be so far away? Left shift? Oh, okay, there's the eggs. Ow. Oh, those eggs are, oh! Explosive leg aying. Leg aying. Explosive egg laying. Yoshi, what are you doing? All right, Yoshi, I got a buddy for you. I'm gonna introduce you to a new friend here. This is Golden Bone Dragon by XY Banana, a flying and a walking golden dragon made out of bones. Maybe this will be the cure for Yoshi's crisis that he seems to be going through right now. All right, look at this. This is an epic looking dragon here. All right, so here's walking. Hey, Yoshi, here I come. I don't think this thing has any weapons or anything. We're probably not going to be able to destroy it. All right, what does T do? Oh, we got a mouth. T is for teeth. We can put the wings up as well. That's interesting. All right, let's see what happens here. I'm trying to take off. I think I'm pressing the right buttons. Oh no, Yoshi, ow. Yoshi, what? Yoshi just stood up after that? Oh no, Yoshi. Well, I think Yoshi has asserted his dominance in the dinosaur dragon kingdom, that's for sure. But we still have some more stuff to check out with this dragon. I haven't flown it yet. Let's try to fly it. We know how it walks, but how does it fly? All right, here we go. The best way to fly sometimes, just get pushed off. Just jump off the cliff. Come on, go, go, go. Oh, this is a heavy dragon. But it's working. It's working. Oh, boy. All right, what if I do my wings up like this? Doesn't make that much of a difference. I think that's cool. I think it looks better. All right, let's see if we can successfully land ourselves on the aircraft carrier. I'm having a little bit of trouble gaining altitude. I'm going to put my wings down because I feel like I'm going to catch the air more productively, more efficiently. ScrapMan approved landing here. Oh, that was almost as smooth as it could get, I think. I think the suspension saved us there. We have suspension on our legs. I think without that suspension, we may have lost a foot. All right, well, let me know down in the comments what your favorite creation was, and especially let me know if you are interested in seeing me tackle the asymmetrical plane challenge, because that seems like a pretty fun challenge. If you enjoyed these builds, you'll probably enjoy some of the other builds that were shown off earlier on in the series, so check this out on the end screen right here. Also, don't forget to check out the new Hank merch on the merch store if you want to help me find Hank and Scrap Mechanic. It was just released last week. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.